guys, how you doing? Again, sorry for missing yesterday. Try to squeeze everything in, but Fridays is kitty day. Today I get to see my kids, so I like to enjoy time with them. And it's usually, dinner and a movie. Best day of the week for me. We were gonna watch, what's it called? So I rented or I signed up for, I should say, the Disney Channel, because I've seen everything on Netflix and so have they. And they were gonna watch Soul, which all their friends were watching at school. And my little one, my little 7-year-old, of course, he rules the family. What he says goes, apparently. And we ended up watching Zombies, which I don't know if any of you have kids or any heard of like, oh, here we go. I'm gonna watch this movie here. Gonna be bored out of my mind, but it's for the kids, not for me. And it was actually pretty damn good. So if any of you have young kids, the message was amazing, especially with Black History Month coming up. So it was a great movie. Well, I wouldn't say great. I'm not gonna win any Oscars or anything, but great message in the movie, great for kids. We enjoyed watching it together. So again, apologies for not posting yesterday. Few questions from yesterday or the day before, a lot of them about water. Paul, just asking, he's up in his water and there's a couple, there was Paul and there was someone else. How much water? Adam, I think it was. I usually drink 3 to 4 liters a day. I try to get in 4, and I do notice a difference in my sleep and recovery, which I tell you I track with this, and with this it shows you how well you recover and how well you sleep, how deep you sleep, which is super important for health and wellness. But I never used to drink water at all when I was competing. Like I said, I can go days without water. Now keep in mind, I used to drink like 20 cups of coffee, which is still shown to maybe not be as effective. It is a diuretic, but it's still water, most of it. So the caffeine dehydrates you a little bit, but it's shown it doesn't dehydrate you that much. So I was getting plenty of water that way, I guess, but I never used to drink water. Couldn't stand it. And that's why I was telling people the easiest ways to drink water is to put something in it. It goes down, I find it absorbs way better. And you have to remember that if you're drinking water, you're diluting your electrolytes. So you need to add some sea salt. And I said lemon. Now, thanks, Joe, my good friend who's a dental hygienist, reminded me that, it does wear away the enamel on your teeth. So you can either be healthy or you can have good teeth, but you apparently can't have both. You can drink through a straw, which helps. You can rinse your mouth out after, but if you keep it down to a minimum, like maybe just a half or a quarter, she recommends a quarter of a lemon in water, that's good enough. And sea salt, and just rinse your mouth out with when you're done. But don't use mouthwash. It affects the amount of good bacteria in your mouth, which affects the good bacteria in your gut. So either get a healthy mouthwash. There's lots of them out there, non-alcoholic ones, or just rinse with salt water. Will do the trick as well. So thanks for that, Joe. Appreciate it. Getting on my back for telling people to drink water with lemon in it. And go back over here because, like I said, my memory is still not good. It's better than it was, but I can't remember everybody's questions. Paul's doing well over there in England. He's the first time under 199 since 2000. Now 190, slowly but surely coming off. First time in 8 years, under 200. First year in 8 years to be under 200 pounds. Good for you, Paul. Keep it up. Having your coffee with no sugar, you get used to it. And that's why I don't like those artificial sweeteners, because there's no calories in them, but they send that signal to your brain that you always want sweet, and sends a signal to your pancreas to release insulin, because it's saying like, oh, something sweet. better get ready to get rid of the sugar in your system, and there's no sugar there, so it keeps getting released. So good for you. Keep that up. Sherry, PKD, and Dr. Yeah, so glad Dr. Fung. All these things are related. Your PKD and your son's type 1. Sorry to hear about that. Like I said, my daughter is too, and so is Max. But you can't do anything as of that I know of as of yet to produce insulin. The beta cells in your pancreas are not functioning properly. But you can with eating this type of way increase your insulin sensitivity, so you don't need as much insulin when you inject it, which is again way healthier if you decrease your insulin, even if it's coming from your pancreas or from external, and just make your insulin sensitivity better. Okay, so that's really good for and juvenile arthritis. Like all these things come from the same. Apparently, if you read Dr. Fung's book, like you will be doing, they all stem from the same place. Like they're all metabolic issues caused by misfunctioning mitochondria caused by a poor diet, a poor lifestyle. So I think all of you will feel better once you switch over to getting the unhealthy things out of our diet, again, that we've been duped into thinking are healthy. And just going back to Mother Nature, eating more whole foods, healthy foods, and stuff like that. I just had a brain freeze for a second. Surprise, surprise. It is Saturday. It's a beautiful day. It's freezing, but it's beautiful and sunny. So I'm gonna let you guys get. Just like I spent a lot of time researching yesterday, and we all know now more or less what we shouldn't be eating, how we should be working out, and how we shouldn't be working out. Everybody's different. You got to play with it a little bit. You got to have some patience. But the thing that I've been really diving into is this. I think this is the biggest part of the problem and that's why people at this time of year is like, okay, that's not working, or things come up. I've had so many people fall off the wagon already, and it's we're still in January. It's the motivation behind it, and it should be. You should be able to do it without willpower. I think there's the problem. Is everybody has willpower. Willpower is like a muscle. It gets fatigued as well. So I'm trying to get into the neuropsychology, which is there's a whole bunch of research coming out now on how to make this stuff automatic. Just like you breathe, just like you walk, like you don't think about those things, and you shouldn't have to think about this. But apparently it's much deeper built into our cells than we thought. And I said the connection between the gut and brain and the food that we eat and microbes in and around and on our body, and it's a lot more complicated than people think. But I'm trying to be a little more educated on that, because as I said before, there are some people that have the willpower and they can go through anything and they will do anything. I was one of those people, obviously. When you're so passionate about something that nothing will stop you. You get up in the morning, snow, freezing temperatures. Like I used to do all the training when I was in Wales with Colin. It was not the best place to train in the weather-wise, but everything else was great. Coaching, the teammates, the environment we created was second to none. That's very rare to find that. So I'm trying to go a little bit deeper into the research on neuroscience, so I can help you guys get through that. Like, you can do it. You know what to do. And it's just we come across these roadblocks, these hurdles, and overcoming them is hard. And I'm trying to make it not hard. All right. So I'll keep diving into the research, and I will keep you posted as we go. All right, guys. Have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.